Kia ora everyone, Amy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about December colouring plans, which a lot of Christmas pages. So even though it's December and the focus will be on the Christmas pages, I still want to try to be working towards my end of year goals, which is to work my unworked books on my bookshelf and to get my work in progress list down to under 10, to single figures. So my goal was to get 75% of my bookshelf worked for the year. Originally it was aiming for about 2/3, but we blew past that, so now I'm saying 75%, and I suspect in November I've actually passed that as well. So I'm feeling fairly confident. Now it's just trying to get through as many untouched books before the end of the year and getting that work in progress list down to single figures, which at the start of November was at 6, I believe. I'm filming this before the end of November, so I don't know how many I currently have, because anything that's in progress in the month only becomes a whip at the end of the month. So I won't know till the end of November exactly my whip total. Yeah, anyway. But December is also the only month where I feel like I can colour Christmas pages. Maybe in July you can kind of get away with one in mid-July, but yeah, I kind of feel like December is the Christmas month. I know this is the same with a lot of us. We only do our Christmas pages in December. So I also heavily want to focus on Christmas pages and Christmas books because it's like the only time I will. So I have pulled a few things. Now I know I have not pulled enough books, and there is a reason for that, because there is a list of pages that I want to get done that are like top priority to get done, and then there's a list of pages that I would like to get done, but I'm also leaving room so that once I get through that I have to get these pages done, these are the top priority ones, there's room to just go nuts in those Christmas books and just tune out multiple pages. Like, I want to have room to just go with the flow and just see what inspires me. So I've picked out a selection, but I know I'm going to be doing more than this selection. So the first pile I have are my untouched books. These ones not only are Christmas themed, but also hit on the untouched book goal. So I like, these ones are basically the top priority books to get work done. So the first one I have is Fuzzy Huga. I call them Fuzzy Hug. I think it's cuter, but I know now that this is pronounced Huga. I've been taught that. I'm still going to call it Fuzzy Hug. I just think it's cuter. This one is the Christmas Vibes colouring book by VV Tinter. Super cute. There is a flip through of it on my channel. I will link it down below for you so you can go check it out if you want to have a flip through of this book. There is, I've marked one page, but there's actually 2 pages in here that I think I would like to do. So the first one is this advent calendar, and what I thought would be quite fun to do is I colour every day. So for each day on the calendar, whatever materials I have used to colour a page that day is how I'm going to colour that number in that box. And it'll sort of be like a snapshot of my colouring for the month. I thought that was a really cool idea. So is this paper necessarily going to handle all those medias? I don't know. But I thought that was quite a cool idea. So that's something I'm thinking about for this advent calendar page. I may not actually come in here and colour it like day by day. I may wait until a certain point in the month and just colour a bunch of them. But we'll see how we go. But the one page that I definitely want to do in here is the donation page. 'Tis the season to give. I believe you should give all year round. But I really like this page, and this is the one page in here that I'm like, yes, if I'm going to color any page in here this month, it has to be this one. I see myself actually coloring a multitude of pages in here this month. I feel like this is going to be a book I end up doing several pages in. So, yeah, there'll probably be a lot more, but this is the one page I really want to get done. I just think it's super cute and it's definitely got the right message, which is that, you should give. I am someone who, because of my disability, the thing that I have to give is time. So I do a lot of charity work. I also love shopping at opportunity shops and donating to opportunity shops. So, yeah, this page just really called out to me when I saw it. So, yeah, I'm excited to work in this one. Fuzzy Hug Christmas Vibes Colouring Book by Vivi Tinta. The second book I have is The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen. Now, I was actually reached out to by Cindy of Mindful Griff after I had completed my first page in The Magical City by Lizzie Mary Cullen, and we were just talking about her books and how neat they are. And Cindy happened to mention that she had the Magical Christmas Colouring Book and was like, oh, you know that there's a Kiwi page in here, right? Like a New Zealand page. And I was like, no. And I went and ordered the book. So Cindy did send through her version of the page. It is gorgeous. But I ordered this book purely because of one page. And that is A Kiwi Christmas. So, of course, this is the page that we're going to be doing. We're way off screen there. So sorry. But yes, this is the page that we are 1000% going to be doing in this book. Lots of lovely little Kiwi motifs. I see a beautiful Pahutakawa tree. I'm going to see. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, good job, Amy. I also see Kowhai flowers. Wow, I really can't word today. Might need some more liquid. And then, of course, we have our ocean. I love the waka that Santa is in. I cannot word. Hopefully some water helps. But yes, I am very much looking forward to this page. I love just using Inktense in these books and just having a lot of fun with it. They really are a lot of fun. And again, this is another one that I see myself going back to and doing another page in because there are some really gorgeous spreads in here. But first priority is that big Kiwi Christmas double page spread because of course it's a Kiwi Christmas page. I have to colour it. As a Aotearoa New Zealand Kiwi, I have to colour that page. Colouring Heaven Santa's Workshop, featuring designs by JR. Now, I have not chosen a page in here. I'm not sure which one I want to go for. I'm thinking probably the elves are super, super cute, but there's some simpler pages, there's some more complicated pages. It's really going to depend on my mood when I get to colouring this. I feel like this might be a good one to work with super tips in. If I do one of the finer detail pages, if I do one of the more complicated pages, if I do one of the more simpler pages, alcohol markers, wet media. Yeah, but these all sorts of things about it. It's a bit of a story through it. It's really, really neat. There is a like toy workshop page that I thought was quite cool. But it feels like it'll be fun for bright colours, glitter. What was after this one? Yeah, I really like this one with all the toys, but a lot of toys to colour. I don't know. Yeah, I really haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet in here, but it's an untouched book and it's a Christmas themed book, so we need to work on it in December. I have Holiday Magic by Herb Leonard. And this one is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I have a digital copy, so I have printed out the book. I'm sorry about the shine. Now, I am very tempted to do this kitty page. Tell you right now, that one is very likely I may switch to it. But I did mark these troublesome elves because I just thought this one was absolutely hilarious. And another reason why I don't really want to do the toy shop and the other Santa's Workshop coloring book, because I know I've got this page as well. Again, it is a lot of super fine detail, so I feel like this might be another good water-based markers page. I'm really enjoying the water-based markers, and they're great for detailed pages like this. So yeah, so very likely to be swayed, but again, this is an untouched book. This is the only time of year that I kind of feel like I could get away with colouring Christmas, although there are some like not as Christmassy pages in here. Like this one here with the ornament, you could turn that into like a light glow or something. That doesn't have to be a Christmas tree, it can just be a regular tree and they're in the snow. Like, I could technically get away with doing this outside Christmas. That's just a pretty angel, you know? But since it's December, let's get it done. And then the final two untouched books that are sort of my high priority have, they aren't technically Christmas pages for anyone else, but for me, they're things that I associate with Christmas. So it's Christmas colouring, but it may not be Christmas colouring for you. So the first one I have is Chiakai Ida, My Colourful Town. And the summer market page here, this double page spread, is the page that I would like to do. Now, this being a summer market spread, you may look at this and go, well, that's not Christmassy at all. It is for me here because, again, Southern Hemisphere, so Christmas is in summer for us. And night markets, Christmas markets are a really big thing. And before I was colouring, back when I used to do my own art, I also used to go around to markets and sell prints and originals at markets. And Christmas time was always the busiest time of year where you would be trying to get out to as many markets as possible because people are looking for gifts. So summer markets is a big thing for me. And we used to also make a point of like decorating our stalls for Christmas. So I thought I might turn this bunting into Christmas colours. And then I thought that these here, which are probably meant to be leaves like a vine, I'm going to make these actually be Christmas lights. So I'm going to put little nods to Christmas. I might see if I can find some tiny little Christmas stickers as well, maybe like nail stickers or something, and use those to add like little ornaments and just decorate it so it's a little bit more Christmassy, but still keeping that summer vibes. So it's Christmas summer market vibes. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I think it's going to turn out super cute. It is more of a food truck area. They did also have these stalls here with the fruit and veg, but I really like the layout of the food truck area more. And, you know, a good coffee cart at the market is always essential. So, yeah. If you're ever at a market and you're trying to, like, these multiple coffee stands, and you know that there's a regular market stall there, ask them who the good coffee is, because the marketers know. Trust me. So yeah, that's My Colourful Town by Chiaki. Oh God, I'm learning Japanese. I should be able to say this. It'll be Chiaki Ida. Chiaki Ida. Yeah, I've been learning Japanese for almost a year, and I'm terrible at it, but I'm trying. And then the final untouched book. It's time. I have been putting off working in this book. I I am so intimidated, not by the detail. The detail doesn't scare me. what annoys me about my book, this is not the page, I'm just showing you this as an example, is these beautiful examples that are done in oil paint, and then we have these hideous thick black lines. If they could have printed this as a light grey line, we could achieve this look. I've been playing around with different gessos, white paints, acrylics. Everything leaves a texture for how I think I would colour the page. And I know Sarah Renee Clark did a bunch of tests to paint over the lines to see if she could get this lineless. I know Shell's Colouring Journey has a bunch of videos about removing lines and covering lines. I think at the end of the day, I just need to ignore this, maybe take some inspiration from it, but ignore it and just go for it. And so that's my plan, is I am just going to ignore the beautiful oil painting example and just see what I can create using these lines. Now, obviously there'll be some color inspiration because these are characters with a set up established color scheme, but it's also going to be what can I do with the lines that are there. So the page that I am going to go for is the Tangled page. Now, again, you'd look at this and go, but that's not Christmassy at all. Again, for you, maybe not. For me, this is so reminiscent of our Christmas at the Bowl, Pukekura Park, and the Festival of Lights. We have this beautiful parkland up here that is called Pukekura Park, and every year they put on the Festival of Lights. And what they do is they go around the entire park and they install these artistic lighting displays in the trees, sculptural pieces, things that cross over. And there is a massive lake in the middle of Pukekura Park where you can ride boats. And there's even installations that look like lanterns in the sky some years. The installations change every year. And this park leads onto a natural bowl that they've converted into an amphitheatre where they do outdoor concerts. So every year at Christmas time, there is Christmas at the Bowl, which is a series of musical acts and concert, different skits that are all Christmas themed. And then at the end of the show, a bunch of fireworks, and that marks the start of the Festival of Lights. And that's when they'll turn on all the lights in the park, and you can wander around the park and just see all these sculptural pieces come to light and go ride the boats under all the lights on the lake. So for anyone else, I understand this not necessarily being a Christmas page, but for me, I saw this and I went, Pukekura Park. So I associate this with Christmas. So again, it's a personal Christmas memory page, and it allows me to work in this book. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch, maybe it's a justification, but I see it, so that's the main thing. And it means that I am finally going to be working in this book. Now I'm intimidated by this so much, but we'll do our best, because I also really love this scene in Tangled as well. So, so it is the Disney Dream Collection coloring book, Thomas Kincaid Studios. Gorgeous book. Wish it was bigger. Wish the lines were light grey. Okay, so the next two books I have are actually whips. So I want to get these two whips completed this month. And the first one, surprise, surprise, if you know my whips, Kingdom of Curious Creatures by Konako Igusa. And it is time to fix up our Christmas disaster page. So this was started in July of 2023 as a midwinter Christmas page because it felt very wintry. And then I didn't finish it, and I went back to it in December of 2023 to try and finish the background, to try and finish a page. The background originally had some wallpaper patterns, and I hadn't written down my color combo when I'd started it in July. So when I came back to it in December, I mucked up the colors, my shading was different, and it just did not work. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just gouache over it. Let's just use gouache paint and we'll have a really deep blue and it'll add a lot of contrast to the light background, the light foreground. The gouache I had at the time was terrible gouache, and I was also working on one of the hottest December days. So not only was it terrible gouache, it was going down sticky and tacky, and it was just so nasty to work with. And I was doing this on a live stream, and even my live stream chat was like, you were clearly getting frustrated with this page. Put it aside and work on something else. And so I did, which meant it's been a whip. So it's time to come in here and finish this. So my plan is for this background is to actually layer over washi tape. And I have a specific washi tape that I've been holding onto. It's got pink with a gold stripe. It is going to go slightly darker on the blue because it's slightly transparent. So it might go slightly more purple, but I don't mind that either way. But I'm going to stripe that across the page and turn that into a wallpaper motif, and that is how we are going to replace the background, fix that up, and then I just have to pull out my polychromos pencils and finish shading all the rest of this. I didn't base anything, I did everything with just polychromos flat on the page, so that's going to be fun. I don't like doing that. Normally I like to lay down a base color, but apparently I just work with polychromos straight here, so we will carry on with that just so it all ties in. But yeah, there's still a little bit of detail to go on the page, but I think it'll be alright. Once I replace that background with the washi tape, it will make a world of difference. And then that page will be done. There are some other gorgeous Christmas pages, not only in Kingdom of Curious Creatures, but also in Kanoko's other colouring books that would be amazing to get to, but I'm already doing one very detailed Kanoko, so we'll see. And then the other whip that I want to get to is Nalkoneko, A Story of Precious Cats. And that is the Candyland Village. So this is meant to be a gingerbread village spread, but I have done it as Candyland. And I want to get in here and finally finish this spread. So everything has been based with Inktense. And then I've started adding in some pencil shading. I need to add glitter into the sky. Mostly I need to finish our cats. Now, a big reason why I haven't worked on this for a while is I am setting this book up to have consistent colours for all the characters in the book, because it's the same cats all the way through. So I set up this little colour chart and mapped out my colours for my characters. Their clothes may change, but I wanted their fur to remain the same. And then I moved house and I lost this. Luckily I did it on stream, so I could have gone back and found all the colours on the VOD if needed. But I lost this piece of paper for so long, and I just recently found it. It's like, thank goodness. So yeah, so that stays in here very, very preciously. Might actually add an envelope to the back to stick it in. But now that I've got that colour list, I can finish off all the cats' furs, and know that I'm pulling out the right colours for their furs, and then the rest of it is just whatever I see fit. But yeah, I love how rainbow and bright and candy and delicious this page is looking, and I'm really excited to get it finished once we get all the shading in there, glitter out the sky so it's not just this patchy Inktense background, and then it is done. And again, there is more really gorgeous Christmas pages in here. The decorating the tree one is so pretty, and this double page spread, oh my god. Cat Santa, I adore. So this is another one I would like to get to. We'll see. But yeah, I really, really love this book here. So it'll be very nice to finish off Candyland Village. Now, I may have more whips that I want to work on depending on what I finish this month. Of course, I always have my whip list that I can work through, but again, I'm filming this before the end of November, so I don't know what I haven't finished yet. There may be some other pages. I may also start pulling some pages early. So if you see anything on this plans video and then I have put it into my November completed pages, you know I've pulled things out early because I'm just excited to get to it. But speaking of things that I don't know if I've completed yet, I also have a buddy colour with Julianne Annette art. This one is meant to be a November, December, and January buddy colour. At this stage, I have not started it, but I either need to be starting it or continuing it in December just a little bit. Though me knowing my speed, I could very easily tune it out in January, but I don't want to leave it to the last minute. So that is in Dungeon Meister. It is like a D&D fantasy heaven type page. So probably should get some done on that. Should have pulled that book out. Don't have it on me. But the other buddy colour page that I have is in Fairy Tales and Folklore. And that is because I am in the group that Doodle Robot runs for this book, where every 2 months a page is chosen, and that is the buddy colour for the group. So the page that has been chosen is this deer page here with all the lanterns around it, which is a super cute page. It's not actually the page that I voted for, but I'm not mad it won. I could see why it won. I wasn't surprised that it won. But it should be fun to colour. I do like the fact that I am going to get to play with clear glass, and there's a lot of background room. So yeah, should be able to do something interesting in the background. I don't really have any ideas right now, so I'm going to have to sit down and think about this one. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing for this page yet. But this book is gorgeous, the paper is fantastic, and it'll be nice to get another page done in Fairy Tales and Folklore. So that is all my essential pages. And then I have a couple more of things that I would like to work on. Whether or not we get to these, we'll see. So the first one is Mythomorphia. Now there are no dedicated Christmas pages in here, but there is this Yeti page. Now with Christmas in the Southern Hemisphere, wow, I really can't word today. With Christmas being summer here, winter pages aren't necessarily a focus. However, I'm missing Mythomorphia, so it'd be nice to get another page done in here. So this is on the I'd like to get it done, but it's not essential. It's not really Christmassy. I'm just tying it in with the winter, but it doesn't really fit into the Christmas scheme, but it's there. Also, I have no other Kirby picked, and I feel like I'm going to go into withdrawal if I don't have a Kirby. So, yeah, this is on the I'd like to get to it. And that would also mean I complete another page in Mythomorphia and just get one step closer to completing this book. So close. Romantic Country, the second tale. I am itching to work in this book. It is gorgeous, and you can see I have 2 pages marked in here. Am I going to get to both of these? No. Am I likely to get to one of these? We'll see. I'd love to. So the first page that I have marked, I think anyone who knows Romantic Country, the second tale, isn't surprised. It is the Christmas page. There's these nutcrackers at the door. This is really cute. A lot of detail. It isn't the thing that I'm most excited to colour in this book. There are so many gorgeous pages in here. In this one, it's like, it's cute. There's a lot more pages in here that I'd rather be colouring, but it's seasonally appropriate, you know? I've also seen many versions of this page completed, so they're gorgeous. I think once I get a colour scheme chosen, it would make it easier. And that's going to be the key, is choosing a color palette to make this page a lot less overwhelming in terms of the detail. And then the other page that I have marked in here that I would like to do is actually this page here where they are cleaning the clock. And the reason for that is I was reading the information in the back, which is about all the pages in it. And this is the Cheerful Town Scenes, Chapter 5, Yearly Cleaning. On New Year's Eve, people gather to clean the Polaris clock tower. They carefully polish it to prepare it and prepare to count out the days of the coming year. So this is very much a New Year's Eve page, which, like, I know it's all about December coloring, but it's like, hang on, New Year's Eve, that's really, really appropriate. So I've also marked this one, and I love the fact that we've got all the star signs in here too. Where's our sea goat though? Off the page, obviously. Capricorn. Birthday is January 8th, so we're not that far away from my birthday either. So close to Christmas, which kind of sucks, but at least I wasn't born on Christmas when I was actually due. But yeah, anyway, getting distracted. So I've marked this one as a page to work on as well, maybe. This one I'm a lot more excited for. I love the backwards angle, and I can just see lots of golds and shimmer and a spectacular clock tower. So I'm excited for hopefully getting to this one and working in this one. That's Romantic Country, the second tale by Erie. And then Fairy Celebrations by Clara Markova. I have just marked a section in here because any of her Christmas section is, I would adore to do. I love all these mice and all the treats. And then we have the owls, which I believe are meant to be caroling. So that one's not as Christmassy. It's still really, really cute though. We have the ice skating with all the gingerbread cookies and the presents. And then the hot cups of tea and the presents, and oh, just so cute, the little Fae. Clara's new book, Orchard Full of Fairies. So cute. Gingerbread people, and there's a gingerbread cat. I really love this one too. Gingerbread Village. And then, of course, the massive double page spread, which I am also tempted to do. And this one's going to be a lot, but oh, I do love it. I do love it as well. So, yeah, I think that was the last Christmas page. Oh no, there's also this one. Whoops. With all the Christmas treats and them hugging, the Christmas pudding, presents. Yeah, and then that's just painting. So yeah, I just marked the whole Christmas section of Fairy Celebrations. Super, super cute. I'd be happy to work in any of those pages. And then the last few, I haven't marked anything, but I've just pulled these ones out because these are my dedicated Christmas books. So it'll be awesome to work in any of these as well. Again, this is just going into it'll be nice too. It's not high on the priority. So we have the Christmas special by Colouring Heaven. I believe this is 2022 Christmas special. So there are some simpler images in here, and there's some mandala styles, there's some more complicated ones. It's a collection of different artists. So I've done that Christmas Kittens by Fabinka Fantasy. So some of these might be quite good if I need like a simpler page to work on. There's also some Hannah Lynn, which I've recently done some Hannah Lynn colouring, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. So that could be quite fun. They're quite detailed Hannah Lynns, so that's quite cool. But yeah, there's a lot of different ones in there. It's Christmas time, so it's a good time to work in it. The other colour in Heaven that I have is the Winter Gnomes special, which has Mariola Budick, Ava Brown, Chet Minton, and others. I have done, I believe, every Mariola Budick gnome in here. Nope, I have this one, but that is more like a Valentine's Day one, although I could theme it around Christmas. Pretty sure I've done every Christmas gnome in here. I could get away with that one. I love Mariola Budick's. I still have the gnome sledding and the gnomes caroling. Cool. So I still have some untouched gnomes in here. I love Mariola Budick's gnomes, so I think I'd be likely to colour those ones if anything. Flip from the back because it's just a bit easier. Yeah, there's just lots of different gnomes in this one. The Chet Minton ones are actually quite detailed and cool. They'll be good with water soluble markers again. Then the Ava Brown ones are quite simple, so yeah. But if I'm likely to do any, it would be the Mariola Budick ones because I do really enjoy her gnomes. And then we have the Teresa Goodridge books. So there are Christmas pages in the rest of her collection as well, but I just pulled out the specific Christmas themed books that I have. I have done a page previously in each of these. So for Enchanted Christmas, I've done Summer Santa, or Glampa, is Glanta, as we called him, because he's glittery Summer Santa. I, of course, had to start with this one. It's Summer Santa. The rest of these, I believe, are all wintry scenes, although there is a mermaid, Christmas mermaid, which is kind of cool. Oh, the kitty, so cute. So yeah, this is another one where I would like to get to it. And I wouldn't mind doing several, but we'll get to what we get to. Christmas charm. One I have done here. There's no more summary pages in here. I would be doing that first. Yeah, I've done the kitty cat. And I've done this one with the rainbow snow. With the gouache. And then Home for the Holidays. I think I've just done the one in here. And that's actually a video on the channel as well. I should get her her gnomes, Christmas gnomes book as well at some stage. Yeah, just that one's done in there. But lots of really gorgeous Christmas pages in here. All three of these have also flips on the channel if you want to see the flip throughs of the books. But yeah, I haven't chosen a page in here because again, it's just whatever inspires me, what I'm in the mood for at the time. The Christmas themed books, so they're pulled out and just added to the pile as potentials because it would be good to work in them. So yeah, that is my rough Christmas plans. There's a lot that's sort of like, I'd like to do this, I'm maybe doing this, so it's not a dedicated, we're doing this, and this, but I'm just giving myself some flexibility this month. I just want to colour, and I just want to colour Christmas, so yeah. But if you've seen any pages that you're like, please colour this one, please do let me know. If you are also wanting to work on any of the pages and you want to buddy up, flick me a message because I am happy to do so. Your best bet is to message me on Instagram. And yeah, let me know, what are your plans for the holiday season? Are you somebody who does celebrate? Are you somebody who doesn't celebrate? Are you going to be doing lots of Christmas themed pages and holiday themed pages, or are you purposely avoiding working in Christmas themed pages for the month of December, which is also valid? Again, it's summer down here, so I'm also tempted to do a pile of summer pages, you know? This is why it's hard being a seasonal colorist on the opposite hemisphere. But yeah, let me know down below. Love hearing from you guys. And I hope you're all doing well out there. Take care.
I'll catch you all in the next video.